Hi, I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing a very special Breitling Navitimer Heritage. This timepiece in white gold was manufactured in 50 examples for the 2001 model year. A handsome limited edition, it features an unconventional full integrated Navitimer bracelet, so it has a little bit of Gerald Genta in it, one might say. A timepiece 43 millimeters in diameter that nevertheless wears quite well on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist. It is not exceptionally thick, nor is it terribly thin. At 15 millimeters, it's about what you would expect for an automatic winding chronograph with a logarithmic scale calculator bezel. The timepiece is reasonably constrained from lug to lug, especially by modern Breitling standards, as the 52 millimeter measurement lug to lug feels genuinely accommodating given the shape of the lugs which arc down and around the wrist, and the bracelet which pulls straight down on both sides. It has no rigid fight or flare to it. It does feel incredibly substantial and massive in white gold with white gold bezel, bracelet, and clasp. You can see it's a handsomely made timepiece, and let's get as close as we can and get everything in focus. It's rare that I pull a watch out of its sleeve for a review, and it just happens to be perfectly sized for my wrist. So this is not just an attractive watch, but a rare treat. Ah, the perils of not having fingernails. The things I do, the manicures I take for you guys. Let's talk a little bit about the bracelet. It is the Navitimer bracelet. You can see 7 individual links, and then it's integrated with the lugs, which is an unconventional look for Navitimers, as they usually feature a standard lug spacing. The knock-on effect from that is that the lugs themselves have a more tapered and integrated appearance, as they're clearly an extension of the case. The timepiece also features a sharp break between lug and mid-case to add a little bit of visual distinction and variety in profile, with the bracelet itself feeling more solid and robustly constructed than a standard Navitimer bracelet. It's all of high polish, and you will appreciate the progressive taper of the bracelet all the way down to the clasp, which, as you can see, is handsomely made with Breitling embossed in the lovely corporate script externally. It has the clamshell lock that I was fiddling with a moment ago that does keep it quite secure against accidental deployment, and then there are 4 different anchoring points inside of this white gold clasp, so you can change the anchoring of the bracelet and you can make adjustments without actually removing links. But you will note and you will appreciate that there are links that are fixed in place by screws that can be removed for easy sizing of the watch. All of high polish, you can see from every angle, vintage style pump pushers, precious metal hallmarks stamped on the flank of the case, old school, I love it, and of course the Breitling B logo on the crown. It is a modular complication, so you can see the pushers are slightly above the plane of the crown. The bezel has a little bit of flare, so the timepiece measures 43 millimeters at the bezel, I should mention, not 43 millimeters at the case size to size, so it's a surprisingly wearable 43. You have the bidirectional rotating slide rule bezel that first bowed in the original Navitimers back in 1954, and I do consider 1954, not 52, to be year 0 for the Navitimer. It's a wonderful calculator if you're doing multiplication or division. You can actually get quick with it and begin to outpace your friends with their smartwatches when you're trying to calculate, for example, the tip at a restaurant. So it's a calculator. Just remember that, and it's principally multiplication and division. The dial center is a sunburst slate gray with sunken subregisters that feature a stamped snailing pattern within their silvered bounds. All of the indices, as well as Arabic numeral 12, are diamond polished, rhodium plated, and applique, and there are a few well-chosen shocks of red. So this dial is silver, red, and slate with the golden Navitimer logo, or Breitling logo I should say, aviation being inextricably linked to the brand. You have a date, and this is the one styling element of the watch that I dispute. You know that's a date. I know that's a date. We do not need to read the word date. Unnecessary advertising, presumably to the person who's already purchased the watch. Turn it all over. What's underneath the caseback? Well, first let's talk about the caseback, because it is a lovely caseback, and it is a special looking watch in every regard from every angle. The caseback mentions that this is a 50-piece limited edition, and as you can see, they are individually numbered. There's a lovely frosted center that's been blasted with relieved and polished Breitling logo and Breitling corporate marquee vaulted across the top of the disc at center. You can also see a lovely stylized Série Spéciale Edition, and of course 50 pieces individually, 50, and underneath Chronometer certified, caliber J35. Well, J is the material, 35 is the movement, and what it is a 2892 with a module, so automatic winding, and 42-hour power reserve. It beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. It has a bidirectional winding system that's smooth and basically silent. It has hacking or stop seconds and a quick set date, and it uses a vertical clutch-based chronograph system, so the start and stop of the chronograph seconds is very, very, very smooth. It is also a COSC certified Swiss chronometer and water resistant down to 30 meters. So this one is not for those with water wings. If you plan to fly a seaplane, maybe consider a more robust water resistant Breitling. For everyone else, what a rare and exceptional Breitling Navitimer. See it and make it yours on the Watchbox. Breitling Navitimer Heritage. Plenty of loom.